This week's giveaway skin is this M4A1S Decimator. Rules on how to enter should be on your screen right now. Winner will be picked at the end of the week on my Twitch live stream, so make sure to drop a follow, link is in the description. But yeah guys, does your game look fuzzy, pixelated, and overall just a bit dull like this? Well, if that's the case, you've come to the right video, because yeah guys, today we're going to be going over the best visibility settings and how you can make your CS2 not only look nicer, but also make things crisper, so you can actually see your enemy in hard situations and get that tactical advantage. But real quick before we actually go over any settings, here's a quick word from today's video sponsor, which is Skins Monkey, the safe, automated, easy to use CS2 trading site that gives you an insane 35% deposit bonus when using code WYLD. Also, by using the code, you can claim up to a $5 free bonus on your first $100 trade. And don't worry, there are a ton of deposit methods, so it's super easy to load up. And using the filters, you can find some skins that are just right for you and trade away any of your old skins that you're bored of. And in case you have any issues, they also offer 24/7 live chat support. But yeah, let's get back to the video. So yeah guys, we need to change these settings and get them back to looking nice and crisp. So guys, let's go over step 1, which is your resolution. Now, a lot of pro players like to play in 1280 by 960 and just a lot of the CS community in general, because obviously, yes, it's lower resolution, it's easier for your PC, process all of that, you'll get higher FPS, and just overall, it's like a nice middle ground. However, if you want the crispest game possible, honestly guys, you should just play native, which for most people would be, as you can see here, 1920 by 1080. And already, before getting into any like gameplay settings, this just looks far better, just at the main menu, let alone in-game. But hey, it's okay guys, I hear you. I know there are some of you out there who just love playing stretched and you don't want to swap back to native. By the way, I'm one of those people. So here's what you want to do. You either want to be playing in between 4:3 and 16:9, swap to 16:10, and make sure to use the resolution 1728 by 1080. Now, I actually have an NVIDIA graphics card, so I'm going to be showing you how to do this on NVIDIA control panel, but it's going to be pretty similar on AMD. All you want to do is go over to the resolution settings tab, and then scroll down and click customize. There you'll be able to set a custom resolution. However, I can't actually show you right now because I need to disable a setting on my monitor, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You can set any resolution, but 1728 by 1080 is perfect 16:10 at 1080p. So the game will still look like super crisp, but it will just be slightly stretched. Now, if you do want to play 4:3, I would highly recommend doing 1440 by 1080. This is exactly the same as playing 1280 by 960, but it's just, again, at 1080p. So all the pixels up and down are going to be there as they should be. It's just, yeah, pixels left to right, they are going to be slightly stretched out, but it still gives you a super clear, crisp image. But yeah, that's pretty much the resolution stuff. As I said, for most people who are playing 4:3 stretched, just play 1440 if you want to have the clearest game. Of course, if you need the performance, then yeah, play 1280 by 960. You can play whatever you want, but I'm trying to give you guys the crispest experience possible. But yeah, now guys, coming over to the advanced video settings. As you can see here, make sure you have boost player contrast enabled, VSync disabled. I'm using enabled plus boost, but most people, I would recommend at least using enabled. Definitely don't have disabled. But yeah, here are the main ones that we want, guys. Obviously, this was just on low settings because that's what a lot of people have. Firstly, for anti-aliasing, this provides a smoother appearance at the edges of geometry, making it so that there's none of these jaggedy edges. So I would recommend doing ATEX MSAA. That's the first step. Now, global shadow quality, if you want things to just not look like pixelated on the ground, I would say go minimum. You can go low if you want to, but minimum I think will look best. Dynamic shadows, you need to have this on all. This is super important. Model and texture, again, if you don't want stuff looking super blurry, etc., set this to at least minimum. And guys, for texture filtering, swap this to anisotropic 16x. That is super important. Texture filtering can make or break CS2, and like, yeah, honestly, it can look cooked if you don't have this turned on. Now, for shader detail and particle detail, these don't matter as much. You could turn up particle if you want to, but it depends on your FPS. If you're kind of running low, then yeah, just keep it on low. It really doesn't matter. But shader, this is more just for lighting and shading effects. I mean, yeah, that's just pretty obvious, but yeah, you don't need to turn this up to have the game look visually more clear. Ambient occlusion, I would say set this to at least medium. And then high dynamic range, make sure to put this on quality, as performance makes the game look super grainy and horrible. And then fidelity, FX super resolution, make sure to disable this, as it can make your game look super blurry as well. But yeah, now guys, you've got your resolution sorted, as well as your in-game settings. The next thing we want to go over is digital vibrance. So yeah, boom, we're back on NVIDIA control panel. What you want to do is go down to adjust desktop color settings, make sure you have your monitor selected, and then scroll down. And what I would say with this is try out like 60 and see what you think. This for most people is just a nice little bump, and just make makes the game look brighter and just makes colors pop a bit more. But some people do like it a bit more extreme, so honestly, I would say you could try 70 if you want to. And then, yeah, if I just click yes and then come back into the game, oh my days, already, guys, the game is just popping that little bit extra, which is super, super nice. Then the final thing you can do is change your monitor settings. So with my monitor, I can change the sharpness and the black equalizer as well as the color vibrancy. But what you can change will depend on what monitor you have, but it is a good thing to do if you can do it. So yeah, I hope this video helped. So that's pretty much it.